Okay, so I've labelled it all up now, and you can see where I've labelled my tertiaries, my primaries and my secondaries. And you might want to do this so that you know what colours you've mixed, particularly when you come to using your warm and cool colours later on in the project. Once it's dried, you can put your line through to denote your warm and cool colours. So it's going to come through here. Okay, if you look on the PowerPoint, you'll be able to see where that division is. The next thing I'm going to show you is using wet into wet. So in the previous task, we mixed all of our colours in the palette straight away. This time we're going to mix them onto the paper. So we're going to use primary colours. So in this one I'm going to do red and orange, in this one I'm going to do red and blue, and in this one I'm going to do blue and yellow. Okay, so wet into wet just means that you are mixing the colours onto the paper. So in order for it to work correctly, the first thing that you need to do is to moisten the surface of the paper with your paintbrush. Try to keep the strokes of your paintbrush going in the same direction. You don't want your paper over soaked, but you need to be able to see that you've wet it. Okay, so this first one is going to be using wet into wet to mix an orange. So I'm going to take some of the yellow, and then I'm going to mix some more of the red up. Now again, like I did previously, I don't want this really pinky toned red, so I'm going to add a very small amount of orange to it to try and even it out. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to apply the yellow first, and again controlling your brush, working from one side to the other. I can use a little bit out of the palette here to get my colour, make it a little bit stronger. Okay, and then wash your brush again, picking up the red, bringing that into the bottom, and then where you end up meeting the two in the middle, you add some more water, and you can use small circles with your brush, and you should find that you'll be able to mix the two together to create an orange tone. And you'll see there's a difference between how you mix here, because this paint stays where it is, as whether here they kind of blur into one another. If you want your colour to be stronger at the bottom, you can add more to it. Okay, so that's wet into wet to make orange, and the next one I'm going to do is wet into wet to make violet. So I'm going to take some of my blue, and again I'm using the Prussian blue to keep it in line with my colour wheel. So again, moisten the surface of the paper. Okay, so I'm going to pop my red in here, and you can see already where I've put the water down, it helps the paint to spread. And then I'm going to put the blue on. So again, I'm going to blend the two colours together. So I've got my purple and my violet tone. Here we go. Okay, so then the next one is the yellow and the blue. So wet the surface again and then pick the colours. So I'm going to take my yellow, put my yellow on the top, just dab up that little spill. And then I'm going to take some of the blue, pop that in the bottom. And then using my paintbrush to blend the two in the middle. So that's wet into wet. Okay, so that's wet into wet. Hopefully that was very informative and you'll be able to follow the video fairly easily. I'll see you in a bit for the techniques.